conditioning, heating, electrical, and plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies and it will be windy. In the afternoon, high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies, breezy, low around 41. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day with a continued breeze. And an afternoon high around 50. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Byrne as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainer.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Ostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to this Takes the Ground Tuesday, ladies and gents. We're hoping the men's baseball team does just that this midweek game as they head east to that blue team. And the women do as well. First pitch for the men is 6 p.m. First pitch for the ladies tonight is 5 p.m. And, man, it's going to be some take ground swim.
What's up?
Okay, weather-wise, man. Weather-wise.
Talk about a switch up.
Brother, so you were up early, right?
I was.
So I let Louis out about 3:45.
I was not up that early.
Okay. Well, he wasn't either. He
Okay.
about fell down the steps
Yeah,
when he got out.
I'm sure he did.
But
He's like, dude, when are we going to stop this?
No, he came to me.
Uh-huh.
And so I was, at my usual spot, and he goes to the door. I hear him go to the front door, and he just sits there. So I'm thinking, all right, he's obviously up and let him outside. My man staggered outside. He got himself together, and he went back.
He had just gotten to bed about 2 a.m. Got home from the bar, shut down O Street last night. Louis did.
Louis, you all right? He goes, oh, man, it was a ringer last night.
Yeah.
So he goes back and goes to bed. But when I went out, it was 68 degrees.
Whoa.
This morning, 3:45, 68.
Okay, it is not 68 degrees right now.
So when I left to go to the gym about 7:30,
Yeah.
what is it right now? I think it was like 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 51 now.
Quite the switch up.
But dude, I was like, what happened? Then I looked at the weather. It's supposed to progressively kind of just.
I think it's supposed to get worse as the week goes on.
But you know what, those swims?
I think there's rain that's coming, which I know people need.
Bad.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about like a quick rinse. I mean, we need some. And I was listening to the guy last night on the news. We need a deep rain that's gonna get deep, man, because it's bad.
Well, either way, it's been we've been basically like dangling the carrot stick out there with the warm weather. Like we'll get like one day, like yesterday was warm. We'll get a couple of days in a row where it's over 80 degrees, over 90, close to 90 degrees, and then it's just like, nope, forget where you live. And don't forget, you live in Nebraska where things change dramatically. And now this rest of this week, it's supposed to be like cold, rainy. I got told there was a chance of snow. I don't think it's ever going to get cold enough to be snow, but either way, the low 40s, low 50s is just not what I'm about.
No, it kind of messes with if you want to do some outings on the weekend.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, but we've been spoiled, man. I mean, like crazy spoiled. So I mean, I'd rather we'd get some serious rain.
Yeah.
Or I know this is gonna sound crazy me saying this, but because the farmers need it so bad, it wouldn't bother me if we had like 8 inches. And just...
Nope. Stop.
I'm serious.
8 inches of rain or snow?
Either. But I prefer
rain is fine. I was just telling my buddies last night that there's few things that are better than just a really good rainstorm. And so I'm okay with just a rainstorm.
You know what,
but
I agree with you on that. But it has to be a couple days. I mean, about 2 or 3 days of just a nice, heavy, steady rain.
There's a couple of guys out there that probably wouldn't be a fan of the rain because it would delay some baseball games.
That is true.
So,
but those are things that are non-consequential.
They are non-consequential.
In the overall big picture.
To a certain extent.
No,
do you want to host a regional?
Their life is not going to change.
It makes it a lot easier. It makes life a lot easier.
Like, I'm holding on with you.
Do you want to host a regional? Yeah. AD, you're really close to getting me to snap. No, I'm kidding.
AD, no.
Yeah. No. No, it is important. I didn't know where you were going to start the show today because I was driving into work today, and I take sometimes. I have a habit just when I drive, AD, of taking unconventional routes. Like I'll cut through a neighborhood because I think it's going to be quicker. I'll turn left here one day and then I'll go straight or go forward the next day just because I think, okay, today it's going to be a little quicker to go the other route.
It is not a conversation of like, oh, I'm going to go through the neighborhood and go 45 miles an hour so I can just zip right through it. That's not what I'm talking about. It's more so of just, it's a mindset thing. I'm sure there's people out there that do want to admit it or don't want to admit that they do the same thing. But this morning, what I came to find out was that a large amount of my backward, my routes, my alternate routes were construction this morning. This morning, I try to cut through a neighborhood before I get to a certain street, and the road was blocked. So then I have to go and I have to reverse and then, go left out of the residential area. And then I was like, okay, you know what? At 48th and Holdridge, instead of going straight, I'm going to turn left and come down Vine Street. Okay. So I was like, all right, cool. This will work out well. No, not only there was a school zone, but number two, it was down to one lane. And I said, where did this come from? Yesterday, I turned left here. There was no signs, no announcement that, hey, this is going to be one lane tomorrow. It just pops up like out of nowhere. And so I then go through the neighborhood, go back onto Holdridge. And I think to myself, okay, you know what? I'm going to turn left onto 27th Street. That's the street. And I was like, I'm going to turn left on 27th Street. Nope. There's an accident on 27th Street in the turn lane. There's a cop that's got somebody pulled over. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to just keep on traveling down Holdridge. I turned down Holdridge where there's that old school. It's now like a business building over there, trying to cut through some areas. And what do you know? Construction zone. So I have to backtrack. And then finally I get onto Vine and I go through downtown Lincoln. And I mean, it was just an adventure and a half. And it just goes to show that things pop up out of nowhere. And I was minorly frustrated this morning.
Well, I think Vine, this like I said, I don't know that they're the bells for the schools, but you got Meadow Lane along Vine Street.
Yep.
You have you have 70th going across, which is very easy. You have Color Middle School, the best middle school in the city of Lincoln ever. Color Cougars, shout out right there. And then you got the university.
I know.
So
yeah,
you probably won't take
East
Vine
Campus.
anymore.
That's a whole other thing for me.
But that's not on Vine Street. That's on Holdridge.
That is on Holdridge. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if my quickest route is just to go down O Street. I try every single day to avoid O Streat, and I just think to myself, I just need to stay off of O Street. But maybe it's the better route to go.
But doesn't it flow a lot quicker than Holdridge or Vine? Because Holdridge or Vine are just two lanes.
That's a good point.
And Holdridge, I mean,
maybe I should try. Maybe I should test this theory tomorrow.
Or no, that's too far. I was going to say for you to shoot out to the interstate, that's way.
Oh, that's way too far. Yeah. I mean, like
north to go
I've thought about trying to go all the way down to Havelock and then like through Havelock down to Cornhusker Highway. It's just too much.
I would do O Street.
All right. Well, see, and Eric says rookie move going down O Street, Nick.
But okay, Eric, what are the
Yeah,
alternatives?
this is Eric.
I'm honestly asking, what are the alternatives? Because Vine is going to be start and stop all the way down. Holdridge Street is going to be start and stop all the way down. And both of those are only two ways. I mean, one ways. Not one ways, but
maybe I just need to move. Maybe I should just move downtown.
All due seriousness, what is the alternative?
Yeah, Eric, what route would you take?
Yeah, because
from 84th and Holdridge area to here. I don't know.
O Street is the quickest, man.
See, well, my maps tell me that O Street's the quickest, but I always think that I can outsmart maps.
Nah, there's a reason why they're on maps. Now, I will say maps can be wrong at times when they have not updated yet. You know.
See, I've never had that issue.
I've had that.
See, I feel like that's well, this is going to come across mean, but I don't mean it this way. Just an elderly people type of conversation where it's like, oh, my maps hasn't updated. Oh, no, my maps is always updated.
Well, here's where I hear it the most. And Frank, my man, O Street is by far the quickest.
How about this, Big B? There's not any way to get across town without your levels going up. Amen to that, brother.
Eric, I'm gonna kindly disagree with you on this, brother. Holdridge to 48th, Vine to Antelope Valley to Q. Nah, man, I'm not doing all that.
That's tough.
I'm not doing all
yeah.
that.
I mean, I turn a lot. I turn a lot, but
there's too many errors that can happen in there as far as accidents, just like you've seen today.
Yeah. Eric says, why does Nick hate blue collar work and workers? That is not true at all. My dad's in the industry. I don't hate them at all. Nice try, pal. See, Eric just out here trying to cause some issues.
Yeah.
Adams to I've never thought about taking Adams, but I mean that's just so far north. Yeah, it's just so far north compared to where I need to be. I don't know.
Yeah, O Street. Yeah, O Street. Nick, at your time is the
Hey,
quickest.
84th to oh, see, this is interesting. 84th. Jason is saying 84th to Havelock to Cornhusker. Maybe it is.
Here's what I would say: if we were doing our show, if we did our show at 8:00,
Yeah.
like we did, I would say don't mess with O.
Yeah.
Find some
Yeah.
alternative.
Yeah, that
Well,
is
there's
the
just
nice
no quick
part.
way because Vine would be crazy too. But the time of day we go swim, most of the morning folks are gone because they have to be work at 8.
I will also add, I mean, sneakily, this could be a sneaky opportunity here. Is I could take Holdridge down to 27th, turn right, and then hit up Antelope Valley by Innovation Campus, underneath the bridge. Yeah. I could hit that. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you would.
And then because
yeah, I mean, yeah,
there's just
that's not bad. Holdridge would be bad. I would do
80
Holdridge before I did Vine.
Yeah. Holdridge is sneakily okay.
Yeah, I do Holdridge.
Here's a trivia question, or not even a trivia question, just a rapid fire question. Least favorite intersection in Lincoln?
Oh, 27th and Old Cheney.
27th and Old Cheney.
Dude, it is accident city.
Whoa.
There's people because I live there, so I
Yeah.
swim. I don't care what time it is. I look all 3 ways, all 4 ways. Every
Wow,
time. That is a horrible.
I haven't heard the 27th and Old Cheney. I've heard 14th and Old Cheney is bad.
Well, that's the other one. I was going to say
14th and Old Cheney is
it's horrible,
horrific.
14th and 27th are both terrible.
I lean my least favorite. I'm actually leaning towards it's a combination of two in close proximity. It is 56th and Highway 2 or Nebraska Parkway, whatever you call it nowadays, tied in with 56th and Old Cheney.
Yeah,
that combination of those two lights right there.
It's a long shot across.
Yeah. You're just like you think you can make both, and then you're driving north on 56. You're like, oh, I see green. We're good.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you get stuck in the middle, and you can get stuck in the middle of the two lights. It's just it's a bad.
There's a lot going on in that.
There's a lot going on, and people fly up and down Nebraska Parkway. Maybe Old Cheney's the one that's got issues.
27th and Pine Lake. Yes, it is brutal. Unknown texture 5317. Oh, and Matt Blankenbiller, little dog, you're exactly right. When a train is coming, especially, it's rough out there, man.
Somebody says we call that one Malfunction Junction.
Malfunction Junction.
That's awesome.
14th and Old Cheney Warlick. Yep. Horrible. Roundabout on 14th and Superior.
Yeah.
Trey just said, look, you guys are overthinking. Just pick a road and go straight.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll start doing that.
Here's one thing that eliminates everything. And Nick, you're good at this. If you leave early enough, doesn't matter what time you leave for the most part.
That's a good point.
You'll be there in time. Swim, we got a full show for you
we
today.
do.
Me and
it's not just traffic.
Text message each other this morning, and as far as different agendas. But when we come back, we got about 5 minutes, I guess, don't we?
We can always take a break.
Yeah. We're gonna weigh in on the situation going down in Jupiter, Florida with the Tiger. Just to see, just like that whole status. There was a report that came out this morning where he just mentioned, hey man, it showed there was zero alcohol in his system, but did have two pills in his pocket, etc. So I'm going to say this, man, and I've lived long enough, Swim, to where we've lost some legends way too early.
100%.
That was totally preventable. By no means do I know what Tiger's going through as far as the amount of surgeries and the pain, etc. My only thing for Tiger, man, is just, dude, life is precious. And if he needs, and that's what I said, if he needs some help dealing with those pain pills, man, are no joke. They are no joke. And Swim, I think about mine when I had my back surgery, how much pain I was in.
Yeah.
And they always told me, and everybody tells you, but when you go through it, you got to stay on top of your meds. You got to stay on top of them, because if not, you get behind schedule on those things, man, you're going to feel it. I did not want, when I got out for my cancer surgery, what is the name of the one that's real bad? Oxy. I didn't want any of that. I'm like, nope. When they gave it to me in the hospital, I hated how I felt. I hated all of it.
Yeah.
Everybody's situation is different. And what I mean by how they deal with it mentally, psychologically, etc. It's easy to look at Tiger and say, this guy's a billionaire. He's had all this success on the golf course. He's had his struggles off. There's not a person listening doesn't have had their struggles. Maybe they're not to that level.
Yeah.
I am definitely not going to throw stones at this dude. I've had my own battles with different things in my own life, man. But I hope Tiger realizes, this dude has been through some serious accidents, man. Serious accidents. And the way that it looks, there seems to be some issues going on there, man.
Which is so unfortunate
be
because I mean here's the thing from I don't want to come across as shallow here, but I mean to think about it from the sports angle, right? Like I mean this is a guy that I grew up I wouldn't say idolizing because I just got into golf the last couple of years, but it would more so be like every single weekend it was, hey, we're watching Tiger make a jump. We're watching Tiger absolutely dominate the field. And now, you know, to see the way that his brand has also shifted from his changeover from Nike to his Sunday Red brand, having his own brand there, his creation of TGL and watching that, like, number one, it goes to show that you can make all the money in the world and you can have what seems from the outside looking in, everything going in your right direction. And obviously, like, there's a lot of excitement there for the future of his son Charlie and what Charlie can do in the game of golf in the next couple of years and in the foreseeable future. But man, it's just life doesn't take exceptions from anybody. I mean, just stuff happens. And so I hope that, number one, like I know that there's been he's been in the news a lot for a multitude of reasons, right? For things off the golf course. But I hope, like you mentioned, losing legends and things like that, you hope that it eventually gets solved. And you hope that he eventually figures out a way to permanently move past all of this. Because, I mean, how many close calls are you going to have? Like, and that's what's so sad. And that's where I'm at is I just hope that for the sports world, for the game of golf, it's a better world when Tiger is, whether it was participating in tournaments when he was able to, whether it was him playing in the TGL, and there's a lot of fun moments there. Like it's one of those things where the game is better when these legends are around, but they have to be fully present in the moment. If you kind of understand what I'm saying there. And so it's more of a sad piece for me. Like, obviously, like you said, AD, it's easy for anybody to sit there and go, this guy's worth over $1 billion. Why doesn't he just get a driver? It's a lot easier said than done for somebody that might be going through something mentally.
You know, Sanderson, I appreciate it. He goes, it's a tough deal. He goes, he went through it on his own life. It's a tough deal. And Sanderson, man, grateful for you, brother. The transparency. You know, you look at Tiger's situation, Swim, and like you mentioned, my biggest thing for him, what he's done for golf is just, you can't even measure that.
No.
What he's done for golf. So I'm not even going to go through that. My main thing is for his kids, and his family, just like yours is, you know, because he admitted that there was no alcohol found in his system, but he said he did take prescription drug medications earlier in the day. Obviously, lingering effects from that, as they said, they were bloodshot eyes, dilated pupils, excessive sweating, etc. Which, you know, some of it obviously just from the accident itself, but they realized, okay, there's something off about this cat right here, and they're refusing the urine test, the blood test right away. They're going to slap you with one. So, Swim, like you said, man, my hope and prayers for Tiger is to take care of Tiger mentally.
Yeah.
And if there's an issue with these prescription drugs, like there's been for millions of others, your just name happens to be Tiger Woods, it's under the microscope a billion times, you know. So my hope and prayer for the brother, man, is to get some help.
100%. And like, I thought Big B had a really good take on this. Big B says, here's a thought on Tiger. He was once at the top of his career, literally the pinnacle of golf greats. He needs to try to reinvent himself and still contribute to the game. Tiger has a wealth of knowledge and strategy that he can share. And that is a great point. And that's kind of what I would hope, you know, for the future to look like with Tiger once he gets healthy. Like, because now it's, you know, it's, gosh dang, I remember watching his tournament at Riviera at the Genesis a couple of years ago when he was back for the first time. And I mean, just him trying to navigate the hills and the golf course by day 3. I mean, it was just tough. It was tough to watch. And, you know, it's just a crazy, life's wild, man. And it's just, nobody knows what's going on. You can make billions and billions of dollars, obviously, and still be dealing with something internally.
Absolutely.
And it's not going to go away by just making more money.
No, it's not. In fact, it could get worse.
Yeah.
Because you think you're insulated, but you're not. And you know what, Swim? Thinking about just from a time perspective, Father Time's undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of our greatest athletes that we've seen, that I've seen in my life, and the ones, think about this one at 25, they're athletes that you started watching when you were, 11, 12 years old. Well, dude, that's in your life, that's 13 years ago. Some of those cats are at the twilight of their career right now, and it's tough to see them like, dang, They're not who they used to be. Well, neither am I. You know, it just, but because we see them every week at the best and the top of their sport, we see them as they were, not as they are.
That's what's going to be weird in 20 years or so, like with Scotty. Can we imagine that? Scotty, every single week we go into, if you're a golf fan, if you're even just a casual observer of the sport, you go in every week, and even if Scheffler is down on the leaderboard on Thursday, by Saturday he's going to be in the top 10. And so once that not only becomes the initial time where it's like, whoa, wait a minute, Scheffler's not in the top 10, but now wait, it's now been 5 consecutive tournaments that Scotty's not been in the top 10. Is Scotty losing it? And then you have all this pressure from the outside asking if he's lost his touch. Like that's going to be the case in 15 to 20 years. So you appreciate it while you're in the moment, and then you can look back and appreciate it even more.
Folks, when we come back, we're going to discuss the men's and women's ball and bat teams heading east.
I also love how you always go men's baseball, women's softball.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm just used to that because some schools, not schools have men's softball, but I just like to make sure for my own mind, because my mind is just so crazy.
Yeah.
I have to emphasize it.
There's just a lot going up on there in that noggin. I do like that hat, though.
Ah, man, you know what? I think I got this from my buddy Nick Muller.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. I thought you said you had another one in your car, and I said, don't promise if you can't deliver.
No, Nick, I don't know where I got this hat.
Okay,
with you. I think I got it from Nick Muller.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I did get it from Nick Muller.
Little corn cob on the front.
Corn cob.
It looks good.
Little corn caps.
Let's go to break.
We'll be right back.
This is Grant Wister. I spent a lot of years trusting teammates to do their job so I could do mine. That's the same thing I wanted to build with Champ Roofing, a group you can just trust to handle it. Roof damage, siding, gutters, inspections, and repairs, we cover it all. Headquartered in Lincoln, but serving the whole state. Champ Roofing is your choice for premium roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day, because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Imagine if the people who work at your bank were neighbors who could help with a home loan.
Congratulations, you're approved.
Or friends who love to shop local.
Have a good one.
At UBT, who you work with matters just as much as what you're working toward.
Hey, thanks for helping.
That's why your money has more than a banker. It has people. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see probably sunny skies and it will be windy. The afternoon high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies, breezy, low around 41. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day with a continued breeze. And an afternoon high around 50. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part: we offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Thomas and Lincoln. What's up, brother? We all know that you aren't what you used to be, AD. You ain't lying, my brother.
He's a better golfer now.
You know what?
You feel better, I bet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if I'm better golfer, but it sure feels good. You know what, Swim?
No, you're a better golfer.
You know, I'm going to be excited to see Who am I fooling? I'm not going to the range.
I know. I really haven't been either. I mean, I just kind of go out there and swing.
Yeah, but
it's worked.
You've been
I'll
swinging
say
good.
I've been swinging.
You've been swinging
it's worked
awfully
pretty well.
good.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, it's like swim because time is so limited for all of us, regardless of what your schedule. I mean, what children do, everybody's schedule is limited to some degree, and I'm just thinking, and I am going to eventually get a range session in and just hit some balls, but. Man, it is.
I will say a couple of weeks ago, I did go over to our friends at the Back Nine, which once again, remember, I mean, they I mean, it's perfect weather as it's crappy weather this week. I mean, that's get your tee times now for just to keep the swing intact and stuff. But what I was going to say is the greatest part about that, and this is no knock to the outdoor, they just get used so much. The mats get used so much, or grass gets used, and it's so hard to get an even lie. Like, and so then it's, if you're trying to get your accurate distances, with clubs, you can shoot, we've all been there on an outdoor range, AD, where it's you swing it 5 times and you get 5 separate distances that are 30 yards apart from each other. And you're like, all right, so if I'm 150 to 180 yards out, I'm hitting a P wedge. Like, okay. I don't know. I'm hitting a P wedge, but
just say you are.
Yeah, I'm hitting a P wedge, but it's like that's not realistic. So I will say a couple of weeks ago, I think, and this has been a big helper of my game, is I literally went and I got new irons. I mean, I said that a couple of weeks ago, and so I bought new irons, and I went and got basically from scratch. I was like, all right, I'm gonna swing 8 shots with every single club, and I just took the average distance, and it's helped me tremendously. With not only when I played Friday afternoon, and it was a little windier out there, it helped me with wind. Just going, okay, I want to club up one. Previously, I'd just be like, let me just try this out.
You know what, Swim? One thing that you've done, I've noticed since we've been playing. Man, look at that wind, Swim. That guy trying to.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous out there.
Yep.
One thing I've noticed about you, and I'm just in my own game, and that's one thing from playing with guys who were better. In particular. During COVID, because my handicap got down to a 9 during COVID, and it hung around at 8.5 for a while, but I was down there low. But just watching playing with guys that are better, course management.
Oh,
now,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Foreman is very good at course management. My son Keenan hit I think his 8-iron over 200 yards, 9-iron, 200 yards on that par 3, and he flew the green. He was like, what am I doing? But just dialing in, and those guys, but when you play with better golfers, if you pay attention, now I'm not saying just because you play better golfers, you get better, but if you pay attention to their tendencies and their course management, there are certain things that could Jay hit it with a different club and go, but it's it's 250.
Yeah.
Why would why not just keep it in play?
That happened on Friday when I played with the group. I played with some pretty good golfers on Friday. We were lowest at 80. I think we shot an 81 or 82. And then, which I should have shot under 80 at Wilderness, but I didn't. Anyway, he shot an 81, 82. And then one of the guys we were playing with shot an 85. And there was a moment, I mean, the par 5 going into the wind, it was probably playing close to 612 yards, like 610, 620 yards. Yep.
15.
Along. Yep.
15 or 14.
One of those. Yeah. One of those. And it was one where, I mean, I had probably 250 yards in, and there's a little bit of green in front of there's a little bit of fairway in front of the green.
But there's that water.
And if there was no wind, I would pull out my 4-iron and I'd be able to hit it across the water. But there was wind, and I was like, you know what? I want to leave myself about 120 yards in, a nice little 56 degree. And I was like, all right, so we're gonna pull a 9-iron here. And so we ended up pulling 9, and it worked out. I think I ended up parring the hole. Like, it was just like that type of mentality is massive.
That's how you score, and that's how you score.
Yeah.
Meaning, you're gonna score, either you're gonna score or you're gonna score. It's gonna be an 8 or it's gonna be a par.
Dirty Tony and the boys asked, Nick, is your golf swing better than your baseball swing? Probably is now. However, I do start slow pitch softball tournaments in 2 weeks.
Mess with you a little bit.
All right, you got to travel to Columbus with our friends. So,
well, folks, I'll tell you what. We in Swim will continue talking golf throughout the year.
Always.
We'll definitely do that.
We need to do something, AD, where we take listeners with us, like in terms of like video or live streaming, like vlogging it.
I like that.
I mean, I sit there and watch YouTube golf all the time.
Oh, I'm with you. I love it. You've got me turning on some good ones on there. I'll watch when I'm trying to fall asleep, and I'll just watch what is it? Golf and Good Guys. What is it called?
Well, there's two. There's two that I've introduced you to. One is Good.
Good. That's
the other one is Bob Does Sports.
Bob Does Sports. I got them both.
Bob Does Sports is great.
DF is a good golf management guy on the course.
Yeah.
David will very rarely take it. Now, he, like all of us, he may hit a fluff or something like that or a shot he want to go, but he's not going to try to be a hero.
We're getting offers. We're getting offers for caddies on here. 8893 says all caddy.
You guys, we're going to make that happen.
This
We're
would be
gonna do
fun.
some fun thing to make it
Yeah,
happen.
this would be a blast.
We'll do it. Guys, this segment is brought to you by another guy who's a good golfer.
We should bring Jack.
Jack's game has improved quite. You know what? And Jack has improved quite a bit. Remember out at Hillcrest? Because now when he gets in the trees, he's like, I'm not trying to do a hero. I'm just going to chip out and get to wanting to go. And Jack's
There's something fun about being a hero, though.
Yeah, if it's only 1 out of 95 times, though, it's not very fun.
Good point. That's a good point.
And that's my stat. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Service. He's been a well-respected rep since 1999. He can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit Jack at one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Folks, there's a big game. We're going to start with the ladies first. I had a good talk with my neighbor, John Squires, this morning on his way. I was sitting at my kitchen table having coffee and doing notes, and he was getting ready to leave for the school he teaches at. And I gave him a buzz, and we were talking about softball. I'm going to have John either call in or come into the show. Of course, Abby Squires, the former Nebraska softball standout. Her dad, very good friend of the show. But swim, Nebraska takes on the first pitch. It's going to be at Creighton Softball Stadium up in Omaha, of course, at 5 p.m. is the first pitch. It'll be on ESPN Plus or RadioHuskers.com app as well. Nebraska now is number, I think, 5 right now, aren't they? Nebraska's number 5. Of course, there's this midweek season games. Nebraska, folks, and Creighton is a team to where if you're not, and I'm just saying this, there's nothing more than they would love to do is to beat Nebraska. They're 18-18 overall. They're not making any noise. They're 7-2 in the Big East. They're playing solid at home. Kind of a balanced offense. Tara Vandewater is kind of their the offense is led by her. But Nebraska, I mean, we're top 10. Nebraska swim, I hope they put in quick work. Nebraska is currently ranked number 2 in the NCAA RPI, which is a major NCAA tournament metric that they use. And swim, I know you know that a lot better than I do when I looked it up, because I always like to know the ins and outs of it, but it's kind of just obviously the metric for games played, etc.
Well, and at the end of the year, the reason the way you can quantify RPI in baseball and softball, it would be the comparison of the net in basketball.
Yep.
It's the number one, the leading statistic and metric, as you said it, that they use and that they rely on. Now, that the reason that's notable is that is the metric that a lot of times they use as the seeding mechanism, to where at the end of the season, where is Nebraska seeded at is based on their RPI at times. So right now, hypothetically speaking, I saw a projection yesterday that came out that Nebraska would be the number 2 overall seed in the country if the season ended today. And they would host a regional and they would host a super regional if they got past the teams in the initial regional. So there's a lot of excitement. We can get to baseball later in the show because we're obviously up against the clock, but Husker softball deserves just as much awareness. They only have 17 games left in the regular season before they start Big Ten conference play.
That is nuts.
I understand that. I mean, there's a large chunk of their season, especially early on, that gets, exhausted in the warmer states like Florida and Texas and New Mexico and California and stuff. So obviously, right, well, by the time that we're able to start attending games, it's going to be early April, middle of April or so. So you hope that Nebraska fans, they showed out this last weekend against UCLA, but once again is that we are very, very blessed with the layout of the facilities down there with Bolin and Haymarket, because it creates such a cool an opportunity for such a cool and an easy environment to cheer for when you can literally just walk across the sidewalk, walk across the pavement, and you're in the other stadium. So and games can be going on at the same exact time. So there's an avenue here in the near future where, and I said this yesterday, and I'm going to keep on saying it, AD. The pinnacle, I think, of my experience would be Husker softball, since they're a week apart, and Husker softball starts their regionals a week before baseball does. If there's an avenue where Nebraska softball is hosting a super regional, and at the very same time, Nebraska baseball is hosting a regional, both of them are on the doorstep, and there's a potential possibility for them. It would be so cool.
Man,
they might need more parking.
Yeah, I mean, possibly more of that. I mean, just Nick, you just saying that just still seems weird, man.
Yeah.
That we could actually be doing that. It's just mind blowing. I'm looking up here real fast. Keep going because I'm going to look this up.
I just think that, I mean, it's that we've seen this place, and we always talk about the hypothetical, right? Where what could Nebraska fans and what could this look like if Nebraska baseball were to make a College World Series, right, up in Omaha? We see what it's like with the Big Ten. I would say this: there's a very good chance that if Nebraska baseball is able to host a regional, and who knows how high they can get, they're not going to get a lot of help from their competition the rest of the conference season. However, it's one of those things that you sit there and go, if Nebraska keeps on winning, they won 17 of the last 18, which is difficult to do in any conference in baseball. You hope that they just keep on winning. And I'll tell you this, the middle infield of Dylan Carey and Jet Buck and Rhett Stokes is starting to have a tear. I mean, there's just a lot of good things happening for Husker baseball right now.
So when you look at, I know we got to go to a break here, but you look at the women's. Me and John were talking about this morning on the phone. As far as Nebraska's schedule for the rest of this year, softball wise,
yeah,
dude, it is very, very favorable. Obviously, you got to play the games, and like I'm putting the cart before the horse, but it's very favorable with Nebraska going forward. Because obviously you got Creighton. Tonight you have Rutgers, 3-game series at Rutgers that starts on Friday. Then you got Wisconsin. Then you got Minnesota. You got UNO midweek game. You got Iowa to end out April as far as that goes. So
yeah,
I mean it's favorable.
And this is the other part. IQ Crew says for those spectacular moments, Nick, is why there's a bridge over the rail yards from the railroads, from the rail yard to Haymarket Park. You can park downtown and walk over. You could Uber downtown, indulge downtown, and walk over, and never have to worry about that either.
Love it.
And then after hopefully a celebration, you just walk right back over, and you're good to go. No, I think it's shaping up. It's even if you're not the biggest baseball and softball fan, I understand it, but ultimately, just as a Nebraska supporter, it should make you excited for warm weather. Opportunity to watch a really, really talented softball and baseball team and see where the future goes.
Folks, we'll be back with a quick history segment. Then we'll hop more into Nebraska baseball coming up as well.
You'll realize that once Nebraska baseball continues to win, just all these baseball fans will come out of the woodwork. And they'll just, I've loved the baseball team. I've always enjoyed it. If you weren't there watching Cash Kalkowski and Chad Christensen in 2007, I don't want to hear from you.
And you know what, Swim? Here's
what?
my theory. I don't give a rat's tail.
I know you don't. I know.
Just get on the bandwagon.
You're just a fan guy.
It's just better for everybody. Just get on. There's room. There's room here.
There's no room.
You know what?
There's no room.
You know what, Swim? You know what else there's room for?
What's up?
Because I know you're going to abandon your Detroit Lions here pretty quick.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
I think they're going to be in some trouble.
What, you think I want to go to the Steelers?
Swim.
Trust me.
Swim.
I saw the picture of all the coaches at the annual meeting yesterday.
Watch your mouth. Careful what you say.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing real good.
Just careful what you say. You watch your dirty mouth.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Imagine if the people who work at your bank were neighbors who could help with a home loan.
Congratulations. You're approved.
Or friends who love to shop local.
Have a good one.
At UBT, who you work with matters just as much as what you're working toward.
Hey, thanks for helping.
That's why your money has more than a banker. It has people. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old-school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See Club for details.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating
and Electrical.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see probably sunny skies and it will be windy. The afternoon high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies, breezy, a low around 41. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day with a continued breeze. And an afternoon high around 50. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I was notified yesterday. Was invited to speak at an event. Details still working out, but going to be with Coach Sam Hoiberg and Sam. Man, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
That's cool.
A lot of fun.
There's a couple of texts here. Ham and Bean says, I don't want to hear about it if you didn't watch before Haymarket Park when the field was just north of Memorial Stadium. Shout out to Buck Belter.
We used to practice right on the same, because our practice fields for Nebraska are right next. They used to butt up against Buck
really?
Belcher with the old aluminum stands, man.
And you never just thought about going over and grabbing a bat?
Well, I swung a few times.
Yeah.
Struck out a few times.
That's okay.
Former Nebraska coach Sanders. No, was it Sanders or Sanderson? I forget.
Well, Mike Anderson.
But I'm talking about before him.
Okay.
I'm talking about because his son played at Southeast. I think it was Coach Sanderson. Text line helped me out. Nebraska's coach back in the early 90s and 80s. To Sanders? I think it was Sanders.
It was okay, so let's see.
He had red hair like his son. His son was
John Sanders.
Yeah, his son was a heck of an athlete at
78 to 97.
Yeah, his son was a heck of an athlete at Southeast High School as well. Southeast always had some good baseball teams, man.
They were good. Obviously, Alex Gordon came from there.
Absolutely. They had some good baseball teams, man. So
yeah,
little history for you there. Buck Belcher Field went down. But yeah, we'd be practicing and spring ball. We'd see them practicing for the season.
It's so interesting. I mean, here's the something just interesting to note of for Will Bolt. Obviously been the coach since 2020. His first year was COVID. And so really 2021 to now, the guy has won 58% of his games. He's won 60% of conference games, 2-time Big Ten champion. That's as many championships in the conference as Mike Anderson had in 9 years in the Big 12. It's more than what Darren Erstad had in his 8 years. How about this? One more tournament championship, he would tie Dave Van Horn. Now Dave Van Horn was only here from 98 to 02, but in those 5 years, Dave Van Horn, 3-time Big 12 tournament champion, 2 College World Series. If Nebraska could get to the College World Series, AD, I'd probably get you to go. I'd probably get you to go.
You would.
We still need to go to a baseball game.
Yes, you've got me out of this mold of just watching. You've got me to the games, and it's been fun. And Raffy, thanks a bunch, brother. Raffy texting. It's Craig Sanders. That's who Raffy went to. He went to high school with at South.
Oh, nice.
He would have been maybe. I think Raff. They were a year older than us because he was with Darren Peterson. And those guys, if I'm right, Raph, and I could be wrong. He might have actually, Raph, been 2 years older than us. I can't remember.
Okay.
Raph, tell me, was he a year or 2 years older than us? Craig Sanders. I can't remember.
Okay, AD. Here's a thought. Next Tuesday, what are you doing? We did the same thing with Nebraska basketball and USC.
I won't be. I won't be here for the show. I do know that because I'll be speaking in Aurora next Tuesday morning. I do know that. But in the afternoon, though,
because
home game,
they got a 6 p.m. first pitch against Kansas.
Here.
No, we're gonna go down to Lawrence. Yes, it's here.
You didn't clarify. I was like, is it here? I mean, see, I'm just asking a clarifying question.
We'll do the same deal. I'll take care of tickets if you will go to the Husker baseball game.
Let me get back to you.
Okay.
And I'll get back to you this evening because I would be down. And first of all, so I'm going to tell you this. If it's cold, I'm not sitting out
Well,
there.
yeah, neither am I. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you think it's all good, right?
April 7th. So April 7th, they got Kansas. The following Tuesday, Creighton. Then that weekend, 17th, 18th, and 19th, USC comes to town.
Ooh.
The Trojans.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then it's, how about this, though? This is kind of sad to think about. So Nebraska baseball, they only have, so Penn State this week, and this is just us trying to get you guys to go out to games. This week, they got Penn State this weekend. Then it's a home game against Kansas. Then the following weekend, they go to Oregon. That's going to be a big one. Then it's Creighton, USC. They go on a road trip before coming back home to play one game against Kansas State. Then it's a home series against Iowa in the first week of May, and that's their last home game. Season ends May 16th.
Man, that is crazy, man.
Season ends May 16th. They only have 1 series, 2 series, 3 series left on the weekends, including this weekend against Penn State. Somebody says get AD to a Husker baseball game and do the 999 challenge.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
You can have Monte Cristos inside of the. Real quick, top 25 in baseball. UCLA is number 1, Texas number 2, Georgia Tech 3, Mississippi State at 4. Georgia is 5, North Carolina 6, 7 is Florida State, who Nebraska beat earlier. 8 is Southern Miss. Number 9 is Oregon State. 10 is Virginia to top out the top 15. You got Oklahoma at 11, Southern Cal, who Nick just mentioned, at 12. West Virginia 13, Coastal Carolina, shocker, at 14, Oregon at 15, Alabama 16, Arkansas 17, 18 is Auburn, and there's our Huskers at 19.
That USC series is going to be kind of big.
It's going to be nice, man. It's going to be nice.
It's going to be a big deal.
It's going to be nice. Raph, I think you're right. And Raph texted in. Raph, we appreciate you. Craig, Dave, free off goes. Colonel Sanders? No.
Yeah.
All those spices. Oh, my gosh.
Big Haas says, I would rather watch tennis than baseball or golf. At least there's constant action. Then go watch tennis. Go watch Husker tennis. Go see Coach Cobelt.
Hey, Husker tennis is actually putting in some work right now.
Go see Coach Cobelt.
Yeah, Husker tennis is doing they're putting in some work right now. They won their 5th straight at Indiana. Speaking of the women's side of
there you go.
tennis, I was just looking at that this morning. So shout out to the ladies. They're ranked 48th in women's tennis, but topped Indiana by a score of 4-2 Sunday afternoon in Bloomington. So the Husker women's tennis is definitely taking care of business as well. Folks, we come back. Nick, what do you want to talk about?
We got Husker football.
I know what we're going to talk about when we come back.
Husker football.
Because we want to talk about if there's apathy.
Is there really?
Apathy. I don't know. We'll discuss it. It's The Drive. We'll be back.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Imagine if the people who work at your bank were neighbors who could help with a home loan.
Congratulations. You're approved.
Or friends who love to shop local.
Have a good one.
At UBT, who you work with matters just as much as what you're working toward.
Hey, thanks for helping.
That's why your money has more than a banker. It has people. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see probably sunny skies and it will be windy. The afternoon high around 65. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise mainly cloudy skies, breezy, a low around 41. And tomorrow, rain likely throughout the day with a continued breeze and an afternoon high around 50. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucky for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
quick recap. Husker softball takes on the Blue Jays. 5 p.m. is the first pitch in Omaha. 6 p.m. is the first pitch for men's baseball against Creighton. I said men's again.
see, but this is what I did. It just plant the seed so you're aware of it.
Okay. No, Swim. This is funny because now you said it and I'm thinking about it. So yesterday, I was doing this. I'm shooting this
commercial.
Well, actually, it's a leadership series on attitude of leadership. Really honored for Bass Pro Shops, and Cabela's, who acquired Cabela's. Well, there's the script. I'm looking at the teleprompter. Ron Burgundy like a mug, man. So it says, people come to the store for gear. They come here for gear. I said, people come here for fear. I was like, wait a minute.
No, they don't. Not for fear.
They're scared as hell of Bass Pro Shops. Dude, they were dying laughing. The production crew was like, dude, we got to keep you on bloopers, man. Dude, I couldn't, Nick. Then I kept thinking about it. Every time that line came up, people come here out to get gear. People come here because of fear.
That's so funny. There's a commercial, there's a clip, there's a video of these two elderly folks that it's a husband and a wife, and he's like talking about buttery, flaky crust. And I don't know if anybody out there knows it, but the guy struggles and she starts to get so mad. He's like, flaky crust. And he's like, flaky. I said that. I thought I said that. It's so funny. I'll have to find it. It's during the commercial break.
Isn't that one is like Liberty Bibberty?
Yeah. Limu Emu. So anyway, those are so stupid. Anyway, Thomas and Lincoln asked a very good question. Jay Foreman supposedly is giving things up for Nebraska football if they succeed. What is something important that you guys would give up for wins, 8 wins, and a playoff spot? Is there anything from you in your mind?
What are some examples?
It could be anything you want.
So
would you
give up certain things for Nebraska to be successful?
Yeah. Can I say a hot take?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is indicative of maybe where Nebraska fans are. For Nebraska football, I don't need to give up anything. I'm good.
Hey.
Is that wrong of me?
No, you're just being honest.
I mean, now if you ask me that question for Nebraska basketball, it's different. If you ask me the question for Nebraska baseball to make a College World Series, it's different. Right now, though, like you know what? Nebraska football, like you can be in your own corner and like do your thing, and whatever happens, it happens.
You know what you just described, Swim? It's quick little notes. I pulled it up from even last year. Apathy versus emotional fatigue.
Yeah.
Those words can be synonymous. Their meanings can be synonymous in that you think about Nebraska fans from 1996 to 2001, we were one of the most dominant programs in college football history. 1969, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
69 to 01. Nebraska was the IBM of stocks in college football. You knew you could count on Nebraska football from 69 to 2001. That is, some of the listeners, that was their entire time growing up. For me, that was my entire adulthood in my early adulthood. I had 2 kids by 2001.
Yeah.
So I only knew Nebraska to be successful.
Papa. Sorry, all I could think about was 2 kids by 2001. I'm like, that's me, Papa.
I seen in my lifetime 2 head coaches at Nebraska.
Yeah.
Up to that point. It was because I wasn't alive yet when Devaney was here. Some of the listeners, they can remember just one head coach until Coach Osborne got there, that are older than us.
Of course.
Now think about it now. Multiple coaching changes. Rebuild after rebuild, several athletic directors, close losses, heartbreaking, seasons. Swim, I think it's a mixture of emotional fatigue and just apathy, because the thing about it, Swim, when you've constantly let someone down, you lower your expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, you just do. I got a buddy of mine who's going to remain nameless. It's not you, Swim.
Thank you.
Historically late for tea times.
That's good.
I mean, we'll even tell him a different time.
Oh, yeah.
We don't expect him to be on time if we told him the time. Now, he's made some changes.
Yeah.
But historically, you talk to my group,
Nah, bro, he ain't gonna be here on time.
Really?
Nope. So you don't expect it.
Yeah.
And it's funny. We make fun of it, but it's gotten a lot better. What I'm simply saying is, man, you lower your expectations when someone or something, a program, etc., has, and you do it for protection. Swim, we're by human nature. You don't touch an oven because you know I'm gonna get burnt.
Yeah.
So it's classical, it's operant conditioning. You just know. David said, "Holy." He goes, holy cow, 80's talking about himself. When have I been late for a team?
You haven't.
Exactly.
David.
DF mixed. See, he always trying to mix something up.
He's always trying to
Now,
pit us
if
against
the tee time
each
is
other.
139, sometimes I show up at 137.
Yeah.
Yep, show
But
right
I'm
up.
ready to tee off at 139.
I'm not saying, hey, guys, let me get my shoes on.
Yep.
Let me go. No. Sunday, I was waiting almost 10 minutes in line at Pioneers because the guy, great guy, but he was new. He couldn't figure out the socks item on the cash register.
Okay.
So the tee time was at 139. I got there at 125, which is still ain't crazy early, but I'm not going to putt. I'm not going to chip.
No, I'm not there to practice.
That's not me.
I'm there to
Everybody's
golf.
different, but I'm always on time.
Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, you eventually lower your expectations. It's kind of like this guy's not this scale or this program or this organization. So I think I think it's a combination of apathy and emotional fatigue.
And this is kind of where I wanted to go in this 10 o'clock hour, at least. Was
I'm not going to repeat what I'm going to say.
Go
until I'm
ahead.
on the text line.
I think with me is AD. I said this to you over the text this morning. Is we were getting a lot of texts yesterday that were full of apathy. I mean, like it was people that just didn't care, and I wondered if it was. And this is where I want to open it up to the text line 402-464-5685. Is it that approach simply because it's March 31st, or is it is that going to be the same feeling come September 5th against Ohio? And I don't know the answer to it, but I think that there's a lot of people right now that are emotionally fatigued. I think is just a great way, because I don't think we're ever going to get to a spot for Nebraska football fans where they just don't care.
I'm always going to care.
Like
I
think
my neighbor, John Squires this morning. I said, dude, go ahead, Swim.
I think over and over, you're always going to get people that say, you know what, I care, and don't question the amount I care or how much I care. And nobody can tell anybody how to fan, right? But I think the emotional fatigue is it turns into, I'm just tired of always expecting them to do better than they do. And maybe in the last 5 to 10 years, at the beginning of that run, maybe it was fans not necessarily being realistic with themselves. But now, like, fans have done the hard thing and lowered expectations. And at some point, everybody has to stand their ground and go, we're not going to continue to lower it anymore. And so you either play your part and meet us there, or we are just going to stop investing as much. We're never going to stop caring. We're just going to stop trying so hard.
Swim, read. I think this is very poignant. Read text 8998.
8898 says this. I think it's football's time to make us care, just like Nebraska basketball did. I think that's a great point. And that's where I meant, that's kind of what I meant by, you can, as fans, continuously lower your expectations from, hey, we're going to play on a New Year's Day bowl game. Then it's going to be, okay, we just want to play in a bowl game. And then it's, hey, if you can just get just 6 wins, please, 6 out of 12. Can you just get 6? And then it's, okay, we got 6 wins, 1 out of the 2 years. We're good. Like, all right, well, then it's, all right, we improved from 6 to 7 wins, right? Things are going well. I think that there's just so much that Nebraska fans have altered and changed to try and put Nebraska football into this succeeding or exceeding expectations. That at some point, like the texter said, 8998 said it. Now it's football's time to go, hey, you know what, fans? All right, you guys have been with us and you've changed things. We're going to now exceed expectations and win 9 games or 10 games. And it just feels like you're so far from that. And it's really, really difficult to kind of accept, I think, if you're a fan.
Swim all the way from Washington State, unknown texter 0475. Good morning to you on the West Coast. My prediction this year, the sellout streak ends. As a guy born in 84, I'll never fly back for a game again. Too much investment emotionally and financially to commit anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what, my friend from Washington State, I can't say that I blame you until proven differently. I just, because he has the receipts, literally and figuratively, he has the receipts. That's not a cheap flight. My friend from Washington State, I was in Seattle, but Yakima. Beautiful out in Yakima. I'm not sure where you live, Washington State. Let us know what part of Washington State you're at, brother.
Think about this. Rubber Duck from LinkedIn. Great text line name. I just want Nebraska football to shock us and beat a top 25 team.
Yeah, that's exactly what John said this morning.
Just like, but once again, is so like, Rubber Duck, I know you're not saying it this way, but like, think about what you're asking for here. And this is being facetious. I understand when I say this. Hey, beat a top 25 team, but it's okay to go 5-7, or it's okay to go 4-8. But because at the end of the year, and I know Rubber Duck, you're not saying that, but that's my point. Is like, it will never feel sustainable, and that's what I think is so hard for Husker fans to accept right now. Is that it doesn't, for where Nebraska's at, for where the college football world is at. It doesn't feel sustainable, especially coming off of a season with Husker basketball. And it's not apples to apples, but we talk about when we talk about the characteristics of the way Fred Hoiberg's built his program. Right. What's a word we always use? Stability, sustainable. It just feels like you can continue this.
Right.
If Nebraska football right now were to win 9 games, would we think that, okay, guess what? We have, that's the monkey off the back, right? Like, we're good. It's going to be this way for the rest of the 5-10 years. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. And that's why I wanted to bring up the question of, for the text line specifically, and have an open dialogue of, was there so much apathy this weekend for the spring game and on Monday when we were talking about it, simply because it's March 31st, you're coming down off the emotional high of a Sweet 16 appearance. We just got done talking to Husker baseball and softball are so good. Husker wrestling just had a great finish. Nebraska tennis is playing well. Like, is that why there's so much apathy, or are we going to still have kind of the same feelings come September 5th when they host Ohio, going, yeah, you know what? Great. Like, you beat Ohio, but do it against the top 25 team.
You know what, Swim? I think there is a measure with some fans, a measure of cognitive dissonance as well. And that's a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, you see what's happening right in front of you, but no, we're going to do it this year.
Yeah.
But they haven't proven that. And my thing is, Swim, mine is not cognitive dissonance. My thing is, I'm just mentally fatigued, emotionally fatigued, because here's why, Swim. Here's why Nebraska still cares deeply. You can see it. Message boards are still full. There were still almost close to 30,000 fans at a spring game. Yeah. The team that finished 7-6, lost by a combined almost 70 points their last 3 games. You know, you had March Madness that was going on.
Yeah.
And the temperatures weren't exactly like, I mean, it was fall weather, basically what I said.
They weren't super favorable.
Absolutely. Message boards, recruiting news is still out there. People are still looking in. I don't think subscriptions are down, Amy. So it shows you, although people are emotionally fatigued, I still care 100%. Very deeply about this. And Nick, until God gives me my last breath, I am going to be and that's, you know what, Swim? And you've heard me say this before, the great James Baldwin.
The Drake man. Sorry. Anyway. the great what?
Oh, man, you bone in.
You're the one that said Drake, and I was like, oh, Drake
James Baldwin. I didn't say anything about Drake.
I'm not even a Patriots guy.
Wants and needs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Drake May.
You're surprised I knew that, didn't you?
No, I'm not surprised you knew that.
So here's the saying by James Baldwin. He goes, I love America deeply. That's why I criticize her profusely, in those words, basically. In that not matter of fact, but that same sentence. I love Nebraska deeply. And that's why I criticize her relentlessly. Swim, and you know this, when you no longer argue your significant other anymore, and you know there's issues,
Yeah.
that's when you know there's problems. When you don't even get mad, when you hear this, oh, it's fine. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Or this, or swim with this. It is what it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're
when
right.
you hear comments like that from Husker fans, oh, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You're absolutely
you
right.
know you're treading on, hey, you're on thin ice, buddy.
That's so funny. Okay, couple of thoughts from the text line.
It's fine, Swim. No, it's not
yes,
fine.
Yes, it must be fine. Good, we're chilling. I'll see you tomorrow, AD. Jacob and Lincoln, because we do. I want to make sure that we're not strictly talking about the fans that think this thing is going unhinged and off the rails. Jacob in Lincoln says this text 4645685. By the way. Why is it so difficult for Husker fans to see the progress in 2 straight bowl games? Yes, the progress has been slow, but it's been steady. Think we're too quick to forget how awful the vibes were in Memorial Stadium in 2022 after that Georgia Southern loss. Nebraska's come a long way since then. And I don't want to get into the conversation of like, okay, how progress is slow, right? But like, it's not fast enough. Like, I don't think. Jacob, my rebuttal to that is I don't think Nebraska fans are asking for too much. Like, you know what I mean, AD? Like, I feel like at some point, I said this last year and I'll say it again this year before the start of the season, like, you just need to start winning. Like, you just got to win. And we just got done talking and we were asked on the text line yesterday about, quality of high quality coaches and how do you determine that? And there's a lot of internal, qualities that you can talk about and discuss to decipher whether or not, and recruiting plays a little bit of a factor in their ability to get recruits out of the portal and things like that. But for as much as college sports has changed, the end all be all statistic that does not lie is your record and is the scoreboard. And ultimately Nebraska, yes, to Jacob and Lincoln's point, it has improved over the last 2 years because you won, 7 games in 2024 and you won 7 games in 2025. One of those seasons you resulted in a bowl victory in New York. One of them resulted in a pretty embarrassing bowl performance in Las Vegas. And I just think that, this is where it is 100% subjective, in my opinion, whether or not you feel like this thing is heading in the right direction. I'm staying neutral on this. Like, I'm not trying to let my opinion be known. It's more, like I said, of kind of just an open dialogue on, once again, and I'm not asking to know how people are going to feel on September 5th, but man, if we even see a sliver of the not caring or disinterest that we saw on Saturday, you're going to start to feel it.
So, and Jacob, I see your point though, in that has there been improvement? Yes. You've won one more game each year the past 3 years, and you've lost one less.
Yeah.
That is true. There has been improvement. You went to 2 back-to-back bowl games, and that is true. What I would say here, though, that stat I just mentioned before from 1969 to 2001. Now, that 2001 now has been 25 years ago, pressing on 25 years ago, a quarter of a century, your age, Swim. You were born in 2001.
That's right.
Nebraska has been since 2001, Swim, in your head. I know you know this. How many coaches has Nebraska football had?
Oh, gosh. Okay, let me go through them.
Frank Solich.
Frank, Callahan, Pelini, Riley, Scott. Is it 7? 6? 6, 7?
Say them again.
Solich, Devaney.
Not Devaney.
Or not Devaney, gosh. Callahan.
Came back from the dead.
Yeah, he's back. Back like I never left. I ain't leaving. It's like on the Wolf of Wall Street. I ain't leaving. We'd welcome him back. Anyway, Callahan, completely different than Devaney. Complete different success from Devaney. So Solich, Callahan, Bo. Yeah. Well, Raph might have visited his grave a couple more times, brought him back. Solich, Callahan,
Raph is going, oh boy.
I thought I was done with that. Okay, where am I? I keep losing track. Bellini, Riley, Frost, and so 6. Matt Rule is the 6th since 01.
Swim. 6 coaches in your lifetime in
Yeah.
Nebraska. So, Jacob, I'm going to say this again.
Yeah. 7 if you count Mickey Joseph as interim, as Axel Foley points
Right.
out.
So yes, has there
8
been?
if you count Barney Cotton.
Yeah,
He was the interim for the bowl game.
yeah.
Anyway, let's just keep playing this
as
game.
long as that debate is not popped back up. That was kind of scary.
Yeah.
So my thing is here's my assessment on that. Just my personal assessment is that yes, you can't deny there's been some improvement, but Swim, if as I look in corporate America, you look at it from a strictly business perspective. With the resources, the fan base, the history, and the facilities that Nebraska has,
Yeah.
winning one more and losing one less is not going to cut it. That's just reality. And
Great
also
point.
this, Swim.
I like that take.
Yeah, that is not the standard. If that's okay, here's what I'm going to say. If that's your standard, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you right now, and Swim, you know as well as I do, that is not the standard at Nebraska. Not with the rich history we have. People say, well, you can't go off history. Sure you can. You're not where you are if it's not for the history. So therefore, that's what sets the standards. Has there been progress? Yes. But the indictment is this. There are schools with far less resources that are winning.
Maybe the way to even close out this conversation, we can continue on the other side because we have there's about 10 texts on here that I want to get to that I've kind of bookmarked, is that it's okay if that is your standard. Don't operate like it's not then. Right? Don't operate and spend and tell us that you need the resources for a playoff team, but then say it's a success when you have 7 wins.
Yeah. And
right?
And
Like,
Raph just said, was last year progress. For me, Rafi, I can only say because of you won one more and you lost one less. Swim.
I mean, not necessarily in the end.
And you know what's you lost by a total of
You stayed.
73 points in your last 3 games.
I'm saying at the end, and you can blame the injuries and you can blame Dylan going down.
Everybody's got injuries.
Everybody deals with it. I think last year, I would say that Husker fans had a worse taste in their mouth after 2025 than they did after 2024. And it's not just because one game they won the bowl game, or excuse me, in one season they won the bowl game and the next they didn't. I think it was more so of just I think there was some bad taste in some mouths after last season in comparison to the year before.
Swimmer, here's the reality. When you see a player in any sport, they have all this ability, all this talent, but they're not performing, you're going to question them.
Yeah.
It's not out of being me. No, it's just being objective and just being objective and saying, you know what? People get fired every day from different jobs and positions, etc., because they're not performing up to the standards that are there. I want Rule and company to be successful this year. I want to be successful. Every coach has been here. And that standard has not changed for me. No matter who the coach was, the standard was always the same. And it's not wrong for Nebraska fans to want a program that's reputable. There's nothing that should be that should be expected.
Yeah.
Especially with the proud traditions we have here. That's not too much to ask.
Well, and you shouldn't have to even talk about how your fan base wants it.
No, not at all.
Let's take a break.
We'll be back, folks.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Spring Sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are very excited to announce our spring sales event happening now at Coppel. We have 0% financing or up to $13,000 off select GMC and Chevrolet inventory. You heard that right, 0%. Or $13,000 off select inventory. We'd love to see you at the store or check us out online at coppelcars.com. Folks, this is really confident buying and confident driving. Stock number C127238 and G173977 with approved credit.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Orman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the top-selling Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to help blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide smooth energy so you can cruise through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Let's take round Tuesday. Temperature has definitely dropped outside from this morning. Right now, Nick, I'm looking at a 54 degrees and high wind advisory. I said it feels like 38 though.
Yeah, it's hoodie weather again.
Yes,
hoodie and
it is.
sweatpants.
Dude, it was literally 68 degrees when I got. I was like, and that thing just said drop.
Yeah. Here's a fun. I'm actually going to work on this today. Because we've had a couple of people ask how many coordinators has Nebraska had in the last 20 years.
I have no idea.
Assistant coaches would almost be mathematically impossible to calculate.
Mathematically impossible.
I mean, it'd be so difficult to talk about assistant coaches. Now, coordinators, we'd probably be able to shift or to count. So I'll work on that'll be my homework for post show today, and we will have numbers tomorrow, hopefully. So on how many coordinators, because I know at least this has been assistants. I mean, under Matt Rule, it's been 9 full-time assistants
ones that we know, and that doesn't count all the support staff that has moved on or, been relieved of their duties and stuff. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, here we go. Unnamed texter says this. 9793. I think a big part of the fan fatigue is listening to the verbiage coming out of the locker room and press conferences over the past years. Nobody cares about what you say you're going to do. Just shut up and do it. Walk softly and carry a big stick. How about that? One-Eyed Ray says, as a fan who's old enough to see AD hauling a pass,
against Missouri,
my issue is that I can't ever wrap my head around not being ranked. It's hard to ever accept that there are 20 teams better than Nebraska. The playoff system works against Matt Rule. Before this, nobody was sitting here thinking a championship was within our grasp, but it's very hard to deal with not even being good enough to make the tournament cut. Unnamed texter says this. Let's just keep rattling through them. The real question is, was this the goal and position your program would be at? That needs to be asked for Rule and his coaching staff. And that's where I think last year it sent some alarm bells. I will say this for me. And you'll remember when, oh no, this guy's going to turn left. It's a one-way, big fella. Anyway, that's where last year I wanted to sit there, and you remember when Matt Rule got here, he was very inclusive on everybody that's a part of this locker room. Everybody that is already here is part of our team. And it was so refreshing for Nebraska fans because we had just gotten done and removed from a coach that was so much of the cupboards were bare and so often said, look, things were broken when I got here and I had to fix them. Right. And then towards the back half of last year, we kind of heard the tone change slightly. And that was what I think sent a lot of alarm bells off in Nebraska fans. Was it kind of spiraled. It was Nebraska doesn't have enough money. Nebraska doesn't have this. Nebraska needs this. We need to get better at this. We got to clear some things out. And it all just matched up. Unfortunately, whether he meant it this way or not, it matched up and it appeared that he was blaming the losses not on coaching or not on players or not on roster talent or not on execution, but on a lack of investment and lack of resources, which is just never something you can say at Nebraska.
Swim, it's I am glad to this spring ball. This has been the quietest spring ball in my entire lifetime. I can only speak for myself. Some of that, of course, of which is you have the basketball team doing something historical, that diverted our attention, and rightfully so. They're in season. They're not spring. No, they're in season. You have a wrestling team that made history, second straight year, top 3 finish, ranked 3. A softball team that could be one of the best Ronda Rebels ever had.
Yeah, they haven't made the Women's College World Series since 2013, I believe, is when it was. And that took an upset win. They weren't favored or expected to make it. This year they are.
Yeah, you got a historical run. It's looking like, with all due purpose, a historical run by the softball team. The baseball team is tying all-time best as far as records.
Yeah.
And obviously DC Carey breaking records, Will Bolt's record. So all that to be said to this, there's been some distractions, rightfully so. And Swim, I believe, at the perfect time for this football program to find out who they're going to be this year, how they're going to play, what is going to be the standard. And Swim, quite honestly, I don't know what to expect from this team because there's so many new faces, both on the field and on the sideline.
Here's an interesting point. I
just don't know what to expect.
I unfortunately, we're up against the break. Here's a question: and it was something that you just said there about asking all the questions of what is the standard? How are you going to play? What is your identity? I don't know if fans are tired of rooting for the program. I don't think that's the case because the care and the investment will always be there. A light bulb kind of went off in my mind is I wonder if it's more so we are just tired of asking the same questions year after year and not getting an answer. And what I mean by is what you just said. Where's the priority? What is the standard? How are you going to play? What do you want to be? Go and be it. Like, I think that's where, when we talk about the fatigue that you mentioned a couple of minutes ago in the last segment, it's more so that where it's not fans tired of cheering, because they will always show up in droves to cheer on the Huskers, regardless of sport. However, fans are tired of every single season going through the same robotic process of asking and having to ask the same question, because last year and the year before and the year before that and the coach before this and the coach before that never provided an answer.
Yeah. I think Bones right here, Swim, it echoes a lot of people's thoughts. I don't know about everyone. Good morning to you, Bones. I don't know about everyone else, but quite frankly, I'm tired of 20 years of getting fed a bunch of BS on the offseason, how much better it's going to be. And we've ended up with the same old crap year after year. Swim, here's the deal, man. And Bones, I have heard that from so many fans, and even more dire as far as that goes. Nebraska fixes this by winning and showing up consistently. Swim, that's the way that you solve problems. And I don't think any fan is asking for Nebraska to go undefeated, but act like you belong there.
Yeah.
Because losing your last 3 games by a combined 73 points, it really, really wears hard on the Husker fan base that has been dealing with this, like Bones said, for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
This is just being honest. You know, so that's what fans want, to see, a team that has a standard and that acts like and plays, I'm not even plays like, that they belong on the field. Because Swim, like I said, with the resources and the fan base and the facilities we have, you can't be losing by a combined 73 points, man. You just can't do it, because there are programs with far less resources and fandom that are proving you can win without all of that. So it's really, man, I can understand why the emotional fatigue is there. I love my Skurs, man. Like all of you, I love my Huskers. But dang it, it's hard some days, man.
There you go.
Well, they get it. We'll be back, folks.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and we are very excited to announce our spring sales event happening now at Copple. We have 0% financing or up to $13,000 off select GMC and Chevrolet inventory. You heard that right, 0%. or 13,000 off select inventory. We'd love to see you at the store or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Folks, this is really confident buying and confident driving. Stock number C127238 and G1739777 with approved credit.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors & Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors & Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors & Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Pre-order your Hog Wild slow smoked Easter ham today. Hog Wild selects the highest quality whole ham and slow smokes them until they're tender and delicious. Our 100% boneless ham is approximately 4 pounds and $50. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com. Quantities are limited. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back here on The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Whew. AD, here we are.
Oh, boy. Lot going on. And I just hope it gets right, Swim. Hope it gets right.
I hope so, too.
Folks, we had a heck of a time with you today. Thanks for riding with us from all over the country.
Our job's a lot more enjoyable when we win. When Nebraska wins.
Softball, 5 p.m. is the first pitch. Baseball, 6 p.m. the first pitch.
Indeed.
I'm going to be watching that on ESPN Plus. Our very good friend of the show,
Charlie Clone?
No, Charlie. Obviously not Charlie.
Jeff Hendricks.
But Jeff is going to be open tonight.
We gotta talk about that. AD and I get a text last night from Jeff, who's been on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be behind home plate for tonight's Nebraska Creighton baseball game.
We ought to get him on sometime this week, if not next week.
I agree.
To describe that experience. Especially if they win, I'm going to be questioning him on some of those calls.
That's what I'm going to say. I wanted to text him, but I thought, you know what? No bias. Anyway.
But what you got cooking, though?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, somebody get ABS out there. We need automatic balls and strikes. I can't wait. I'm going to, the first thing I'll say, if Creighton somehow wins tonight, I'm going to go, Jeff, I'm a fan of those robot umpire ideas now. I'm going to be honest with you, you know? Mr. Heinrichs, I just remember there was a call in the third inning that actually impacted the game a little more than you would thought.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah. What was your thought process here?
We've seen the one chart you sent me this morning, but this one is a little
Yeah,
different.
this one looks a little different. I kept my own chart, and it doesn't look as colorful.
My own chart.
No, I'm kidding. Jeff's going to be awesome.
Yes, he is. Appreciate you, brother. Folks, today's AD attitude adjustment. Check this out. It's Take Ground Tuesday. And folks, think about this. This is the last day of March, the very last day. Something else important. There is already 25% of this year is in the books.
Ooh.
A quarter of 2026 swim is in the books. So what does that mean? It means get busy. Recognize what you're talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself out of greatness sometimes. If you're negotiating, stop negotiating with things you got to get done. A quarter of the year is done. Now, here's the thing, folks. Time is going to keep going. That is a fact. There's no doubting it. There's no denying it. We may be able to question my swing and swim's golf swing, but there's nothing we cannot deny that time is going to keep going. But here's the question. Will you make the changes you need to make? Time's going to keep going, but will you make the changes? Tack it, folks. Quarter of the year's already gone. The old song says, time keeps on ticking, ticking.
Into the future.
I am proud of you.
Max Anderson had that walk-up song. That's the reason I know that.
I love it. Folks, next up is One-on-One with GP. Thanks for riding with me and Slim. We'll ride again tomorrow.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events,